It's week 6 of the NFL, and we'll see Baker Mayfield. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Buccaneers and the Panthers on Monday Night Prime Time.
The cannons of the pirate ship ready to fire in the north end zone. We can only be one place. Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa, the home of the Buccaneers. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson, partner. This should be a good one here in the month of October. Got a couple of teams playing good football to get this season going.
And all offseason, Mike, coaches and teams, they talk about the importance of starting the season strong. And here in this matchup for early in the year, we have our first look at two teams that have started off strong. They're playing winning football. They're starting to really understand what their identity is as a team. And for this stage of the season, this is one of the better matchups.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Mevis, out to get us started. And off we go here on Monday night. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. So the Tampa Bay offense set to work for the first time in this one. And they're led by the #1 overall pick back in 2018. Greg, it is Baker Mayfield at quarterback.
I think when you go back and watch last week's game, Mike, I think two things were at play. Number one, let's give credit to the defense. I think they did a nice job of identifying some of the easy layups we've seen this quarterback hit from a week-to-week basis. They took it away. They made him go to his second, third, check down through his progression. And then secondly, when the play did line up, when they did get the look they wanted, he just missed a lot of throws. So they know they cannot afford another pedestrian performance out of him this week. If he can play to the standard we've seen in weeks past, they can have a better chance of having a better result.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. He'll find his running back, White. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3.
At the Panthers' 49-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. And this ball's intercepted by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. And they're led by Bryce Young, the #1 overall pick, Greg, out of Alabama back in 2023.
Some games, the quarterback can just go out there and just take what the defense gives them. They don't have to necessarily create a lot of opportunities for their teammates to go out and perform, and they can still come away with the win. I think today, though, he's going to be asked to carry a little bit more of a load, make some more plays happen, be a little bit more assertive. If he does that, this team's just going to continue to get better and better, and it's going to be a tough matchup.
He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
First down throw there is incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
A 2nd down throw for Young. And that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jonathan Brooks out of the backfield. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Young. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
I'll tell you what, if the offensive linemen had the same level of fight and effort that the quarterback did, they wouldn't be in this situation. It's a shame because that individual effort went a long way towards extending that play, and it still ended up resulting in a sack.
The Buccaneers offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground, and here's White. Flag comes in as he's forward for about 3 yards, but we'll need to check on the call. So that'll move them back half the distance, and they'll try it again. The drive begins with a run by White, and he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Mayfield. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front. And 3rd down just became a lot tougher. The man in motion here is Chark. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now, fair catch taken, and they're going to have great starting field position just shy of midfield. The Panthers offense and running back Jonathan Brooks coming out for their next possession. And we show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. As you can see, he's right up there among the best in the league. Young to throw on 1st and 10. That one taken in right side by Leggett. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. From the gun, it's Young. That's into the hands of Jonathan Brooks. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line. 3rd and 5. Now Young. That's going to be caught by Gray. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
And the Panther 1st down.
Now Young. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw is Young. A toss left side, caught by his running back. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. It's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the punter now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Baker going to hand it to White. And he'll get 4 here, up to the 24-yard line. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Throwing is Mayfield. That's caught left side by Otten. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. And the reception for Chris Godwin.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to White. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Mayfield to throw. This one caught by DJ Chark. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. A solid pickup on that 1st down play.
And brings up 2nd down at the 42-yard line.
On play action, Mayfield. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That's another Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
The man in motion here is Chark. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll run over center with White. And he will take this down close to a 1st down. Pickup of 9. They've got him a yard short of the sticks. Looking to keep a promising drive alive. It is 3rd and a yard. To throw is Mayfield. And he's going to be out of bounds just past the marker. The ball was in the proper place for a new set of downs.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize how many yards do I need to get for the 1st down, and just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
They'll set up the screen to White. Down inside the 10. And the Buccaneers have got a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 4-yard line. A 1st down there. Gain of 14 yards.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
This has been some kind of march downfield. Now, can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. He pulls it in around the 5. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
At the 4-yard line.
on the bootleg. It's Mayfield. That one taken in. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. It's his third touchdown on the year. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Panthers 9.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Raheem Blackshear on the return. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll run, and for the first time, it's Jonathan Brooks. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. With that, why don't we give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They put a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing on 2nd down, Young. That's to the left side, hauled in by Leggett. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
First down, Carolina.
So we've played one quarter here on a Monday night. The Bucs have the early lead. We'll have more from Tampa after this. Off the play fake. Here's Young. They go back to Leggett. He's got another one.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, Young. He'll try to run for it. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn it to a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Buccaneers offense and running back Rachaad White ready for this next possession. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a toss left side for White. And this defense plays it beautifully. They knock him back to the 7.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
And they're going to move this one all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
On first down is Mayfield. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. He was looking for Rachaad White out of the backfield, and it'll lead to a second down. They send Evans in motion. A second down throw for Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Third down and 10.
Throwing is Baker. They'll look to set up the screen here.
Mayfield's pass. Complete to Rachaad
It's a pretty good effort there on third and long. Initially, I really thought that screen was timed up pretty well, and he had a chance to pick up the first down, but give credit to the defense. It was the pursuit and running to the ball, and they're able to stop him just short.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Panthers offense headed back to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Here's Young to throw. He connects with Gray on that one.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Second and 6.
Young gonna give it to Brooks. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run it with Brooks. And that'll keep the drive going. He's got the first down, up past the 40-yard line.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Young to throw on first down. Short pass taken in by the tight end. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Young. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides. Here now, 3rd and 5. Receiver in motion, headed left. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals, but in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Buccaneers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed. So give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy. And this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
Chris Godwin, the receiver he was looking for. And it'll be third down. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
And he's going to lose yardage on this return. Tried to retreat, but is covered up. The Panthers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Now Young. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Brooks. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Throwing is Young. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
On now is the punt team for the Panthers, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. This will be returned from just beyond midfield, and he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here comes Otten in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Open man's got it. That's Chark. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll run out of the gun. This is White. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Up 2nd and 7.
They'll go again with White. Able to tiptoe around one tackler, but not a second. He'll be taken down for no gain right at the line of scrimmage. They need to get this to the 23. Here's 3rd down. Here comes Otten in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To throw, Young. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Carolina.
On 1st and 10, here's Young. He gets it to Jonathan Mingo. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
A gain of 15.
And really the key to this play was just how fast he was able to get through his progressions. His mind was able to process and go from 1 to 2 to 3 so quickly that he was able to get the ball to the right target on time. And I think so often those two things are different. Being open is one thing. Being open and getting the ball on time, that's what leads to success. And that's what we saw here.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Young. That's going to be caught by Gray. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Now Young. Trying to set up the screen, but it is not there. He just had to spike it. It's incomplete, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll go. Young. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Bucs offense ready to take over once again. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Mayfield. Pass brought in by Chark. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Now the Bucs will take their first time out, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Now Mayfield. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. Now Mayfield. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Young. He got it to Mingo. It's complete. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's Young. This one taken in by Chenault. Down inside the 10. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. A huge play just before the half. And even 30 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They'll run with Brooks. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Jonathan Brooks. Touchdown, Panthers. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Buccaneers 7.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. To throw is Mayfield. A short one there to Otten. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
One final throw before the break. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and the big tight end momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Jordan Love leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And they were winners in their ball game over the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Justin Herbert, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Detroit Lions. J.J. McCarthy leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. In the first half, it was Jonathan Brooks who had it working. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams.
3
this
points,
is a very level first half,
these
and I'd
two
expect
sides
to see more of the same
half number 2
after the break.
Kicks off. On the return, here comes Blackshear. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. To throw is Young. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. From the gun, it's Young. Catch is made, that's Mingo. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. A solid pickup on that first down play. 2nd down and 8.
At the 32-yard line.
Here's Young. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
23 yards on that pass play. It's a Carolina first down.
First down, Panthers.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Here's a designed run. He'll get this down to the 44, but that's about it.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this 3rd down a lot tougher. So after the 5 yards walked off, it is 3rd down and 8. Back to throw, Young. He manages to get the throw away and completes it.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Handoff, running left is Brooks. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Young to throw on 1st and 10. He connects with Gray on that one. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
At the Buccaneers 8-yard line.
Throwing is Young. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Jonathan Brooks, touchdown Carolina. So that's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half.
Panthers 17, Buccaneers 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. This is fielded inside the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The home team's offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's White. And he'll get forward for a couple. From his interior spot, that's Derek Brown on the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
Out of the pistol, it's Mayfield. Open man's got it. That's Chart. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Here's 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this 3rd down a lot tougher. So from 3rd and 2, back them up to 3rd and 7. They send Godwin in motion. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The visitors' offense and Bryce Young set for their next possession. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll start this on the ground with Brooks. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. The big defensive lineman, Vita Vea, on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On second down, Young. It's caught. That's Deontay Johnson. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
9 yards. First down, Carolina.
Now Young. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. He'll try and get there on the ground. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. 2 first downs have them up to the 44-yard line. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's O'Connell. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line.
We see so many wide receivers in today's NFL that almost resemble more of a running back style. When they get the ball in their hands, not only are they able to pick up big yards, they're able to fight through tackles and make people miss. That's an element that a lot of offenses are searching for. Takes a lot of pressure off the quarterback.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. They send a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, here's O'Connell. And that ball incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
He'll take this forward maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. And before the snap, we have a whistle, and this could very well be a false start. Throwing on second down, Young. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. From the gun here on third down, it's Young.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
No issues there. This one is good. And the Panthers will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The home team's offense ready to get back at it. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. On the give, it's White. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up 2nd and long.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now whistles here, and a penalty. Looks like somebody moved early up front. On second down, Baker. And that one incomplete. He was trying to fit that one into Mike Evans. And third down coming up. They send Godwin in motion. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Number 6, Baker Mayfield on the keeper.
This is all about sensing the pressure. You can see him keeping his eyes downfield as long as he can. But ultimately, he decides, I got to tuck this ball and become a runner. He's able to avoid the sack, pick up some positive yards.
The Buccaneers getting their punter out there. He'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Gray is the motion man here. On first down is Young. He'll look underneath here for Brooks. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Young. Here comes the screen to Brooks. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. One of the tight ends in motion right. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. They'll run, and here's Raheem Blackshear. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down.
Logan Hall on the tackle. A gain of 4 yards. First down, Panthers.
Gray is the motion man here. On 1st and 10, here's Young. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
That catch number 40 on the season for him.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line. Now here's 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Young. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Noah Gray. Touchdown, Panthers. Now we'll get a 2-point try here as Young gets the offense lined up.
The Panthers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama. And he's going to be out of bounds. That is short of the goal line. And the try for 2 does not work.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
They'll start this on the ground, and here's White. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the third quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. Here's 2nd and 9. The man in motion here is Chark. A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. He'll drop this underneath to White. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43.
Now Mayfield. He'll find his running back, White. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
That's another Buccaneers first down. 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Baker to throw. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns. You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. A run now for Blackshear. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He's brought down at his 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Blackshear. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
48-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front, and 3rd down just became a lot tougher. So now after the penalty, a much tougher prospect to convert. It is 3rd and 9. Catch is made. That's Mingo. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. Hunting time for the Panthers, set to kick this one away, as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Buccaneers offense ready to take over possession of the football. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
So often we see when those balls get deflected up into the air, they usually turn into interceptions. I think the offense dodged a bullet here, and they're fortunate there was nobody in the area to come down with that pick.
And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Now a 3rd and 2. Mayfield to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
They'll go. It's White. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
So this play by the middle linebacker is all about play recognition. Reminds me of a former teammate, Luke Kuechly. He knew the play before it was going to happen. Watch him. He diagnoses, he tracks the ball, and bang, makes a huge tackle, short of the yard to gain, forces the turnover on downs.
The Panthers offense ready to see what they can do. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
They'll run it. It's Blackshear. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Gray is the motion man here. A 2nd down throw for Young. Open man, the tight end, Brevin Jordan. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14. 1st and 10. They'll send him over to the left. Young to throw on 1st down. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Gray is the motion man here. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, that's it. 3rd and long. They'll stick with him again. Well, this one is in reverse again. They're going to lose more yardage here, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards. I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Now return coming from the 7. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Buccaneers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. That's caught left side by Otten. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
The man in motion here is Chark. Throwing on second down, Mayfield. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. 3rd and 5. Here's Mayfield. They'll set up the screen to White. Great timing to call the screen. It's a gain of 17 and a first down.
That's good for the Buccaneers. First down.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. To the tight end, Otten with the grab. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9.
At the Panthers' 46-yard line.
Throwing is Mayfield. That one knocked away and incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. They'll go. Mayfield. That's caught. It's Evans. And he's going to have the Buccaneers first down. They find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
Mike Evans.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. He'll get it inside the 20. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Encroachment defense. Still first down.
So now, from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. Out of the pistol, it's Mayfield. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. We'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. Now Mayfield. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete. They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's 3rd and goal. Mayfield. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down.
Now, after taking that loss on the sack, it changes your entire approach offensively. You go from playing for 6 to now everything is just about coming away with points.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the play. And the Panther first down.
They'll stay on the ground. Not much there. Stopped short of the 20. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. A run now on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, they need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. A gain there of 10 yards. It's good for a Panther first down.
It's a gain of 10.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Now a give up the middle. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They need 8 as they come up for third down. So this one a win for the visiting Panthers. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Tampa.